believe me.
Hey. I know what this looks like, but you got the wrong guy, okay?
We'll see about that.
No, you don't understand. I'm a detective.
If you're the detective, then why were you running in the first place?
I wasn't running away from you guys. Listen, I know this looks terrible from your perspective. There was someone else out there. He's the one who murdered that woman.
Yeah, right.
Listen, that guy is still out there. He's dangerous. You're wasting your time here with me.
I think I'll decide what's a waste of time, what isn't. Explain yourself. You said you were chasing who? There's no one out there but you. I don't know where you're from, but around here, police officers carry badges and identification.
I'm from Detroit. My name is Ace Cooper, and I got my badge at the crime scene.
Real convenient. And shall we assume that you dropped the gun that we found there too, or was that the guy you're chasing?
You guys found a gun?
Indeed we did. And you're sure it's not yours?
I don't even have a gun, or well, I don't anymore. I left mine on the bus.
So you left a loaded gun on a public bus? Wow. They really teach some great firearm safety down there in Detroit City. But explain to me why, if it's not your gun, why your fingerprints are all over it. And perhaps why we found the gun tossed in a dumpster nearly 10 feet away from the crime scene.
What? Because it was his gun. Because he almost shot me with it. Luckily, I was able to disarm him, but then he knocked it out the window.
So where are all his fingerprints?
I do recall that he was wearing gloves. It's possible they expected this to happen.
I'm sorry, remind me, who are we talking about again?
His name is Max Thorne. Or, I think it is.
And when did you first encounter this Max Thorne guy?
2 years ago, my wife was killed in a carjacking. The police tried everything to find who did it, but they came up empty-handed. Then, a couple weeks later, the car he had stolen was abandoned at a motel. It had been gutted, cleaned out. The only thing he forgot was a gas station receipt with the name Max Thorne at the bottom of it. The police couldn't trace it to anyone, but I spent the last 2 years trying to find any information on him.
Interesting.
What, you don't believe me?
Oh no, I believe you. In fact, I think it's the first time you're actually telling me the truth, but there's one thing that just doesn't add up. If you're a detective, you'd be working with the police, but it doesn't seem like that's what you're saying here.
I don't understand what you're saying.
One doesn't just become a detective in less than 2 years, so I'm curious. If I was to make a phone call down to Detroit police station, what would they say?
Don't call them.
So what are you then? A vigilante or a detective?
Listen, I am a detective. I've been a detective the whole time. The truth is, they asked me to back out of the case a while ago, but I couldn't let it go. I've been secretly collecting information behind their backs. It was the only way. If they found out I was here for this, then I'd be decertified.
But why now? What information led you here today? And how did you know he was going to be here?
It was a letter. An anonymous letter that told me that he was here. And I know that it sounds stupid, but I was desperate. It was like he dropped off the planet. I didn't have any leads, so when I found that, I took my chances.
Interesting. If I understand everything correctly here, it sounds like you just got set up. Heck, you just stepped right into it.
So you believe me or not?
had enough of this for today. I do want to believe you, but the evidence just isn't there. Either you're a bad vigilante, or an even worse detective. Or better yet, maybe this Max Thorne guy doesn't even exist. I can see it in the papers tomorrow. Insane cop murders his own wife, creates fake criminal to chase throughout the city just because he can't bear the weight.
What are you saying? I'm telling the truth. You think I would joke about something like this? Thorne is still out there.
Well, I'll tell you what. This Max Thorne guy is real. I guess you're getting off pretty easy, but as of right now, looks like you're going down for a lot more than murder. So if I were you, I'd start working on your story. Maybe complete insanity. I mean, you'd be at the asylum, but beats life in prison, right, bud?
Hey, don't leave me here like this! Hey!